So today we're going to talk about rays, vertex, and angles. So let's get to it. All right, a ray can be represented as part of a line that has one endpoint, okay, that starts at the end and extends infinitely in the other direction. So, like before, we talked about a line goes infinitely in both directions. Well, let's say I choose a point here to be my endpoint and go into one of the directions. Then I have a ray. Okay, so we have one endpoint and it goes infinitely in the other direction. Okay, and when we name a ray, we always put the endpoint first, followed by another point in that direction. So again, let's draw a ray here. Let's say I have a ray that has an endpoint at D and it goes infinitively in this direction. So I'm going to choose another point on the ray and I'll call it F. All right, so we're going to name this ray. We're going to do a little hovering ray here with our endpoint first and then another point on the ray, which we have as F. So we say that to be ray DF. That's how we would speak that term. All right, now let's talk about a vertex, plural vertices. Okay, so the vertex is the point in which two or more line segments, lines, or rays intersect. Okay, so it's a point of intersection. Okay, and the vertex takes the name of the point of intersection. So, for instance, if I have a ray here, okay, here's my endpoint. I'm going to call it DF. All right, this is my ray. And then I'm going to give a line segment that passes through my ray. So let's say this is line segment AB. All right, we have a point of intersection here. I'm going to put that in green. This point of intersection is the vertex. Okay, so we're going to label this vertex by the point of intersection. Let's call it C. So my vertex for the ray DF and AB, line segment AB, will be at point C. Okay, and now an angle. So an angle is formed by two rays that have the same endpoints. Okay, and this endpoint is actually their point of intersection. So it will be the vertex. All right, so let's form this out here. We're going to have two rays. Okay, AB, ray AB. And we're going to have another ray at the same endpoint A, and then another point on this ray would be C. So we have an angle BAC. All right, and we will actually note this as an angle symbol. B, our endpoint in the middle, and then C. Another way we can write this is CAB. So notice my endpoint is always the point in the middle. You always want to make sure it's there. Okay, but you can also just label this ray with just the endpoint, the vertex, which is A. So I can call this angle A if I was talking about it also.